Picture this. You are invited to a Filipino family party. You walk in and suddenly everyone's calling each other different names. Ate this, kuya that, tito, tita, lolo, lola. You're confused. You think, who's actually related? Who's just being polite? And wait, someone just called you ate, and you're not even Filipino. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to address anyone in Filipino culture without embarrassing yourself. Kumusta po kayo? Welcome back as we continue our journey in learning a beautiful language, Tagalog. In the last video, we talked about po and opo, those magic politeness markers. Today, we're taking it to the next level with Filipino honorifics, the special titles Filipino use to show respect, closeness, and social hierarchy. These aren't just grammar. These are cultural keys that unlock Filipino hearts. Use them right and you'll instantly feel like family. Use them wrong or not at all, and you will be looked at as being cold or disrespectful. Tara, simulan na natin. But before we do that, please be sure that you are subscribed by clicking on the subscribe button and the bell notification button so you'll be updated of new videos. Ayos? So, let's start with the most common honorific you'll hear every single day in the Filipino household. Kuya and ate. Kuya means older brother. But here's the thing, you don't have to be siblings to use it. You can use it with your actual older brother, any male older than you, male friends or acquaintances you want to show respect to, men working in the service industry. For example, you can use kuya to address a vendor at a wet market. Like, kuya, magkano ito? Kuya, how much is this? Or address an older schoolmate. Like, Kuya Peter, tara na. Kuya Peter, let's go. On the other hand, ate means older sister. The same rule applies. Ate is used for your actual older sister or any female older than you, even by a few years or two. Or female friends or acquaintances you want to show respect to, like women working in the service industry, like at a retail store or at a restaurant. For example, you can say, ate, o-order na kami. Ate, we will order now. Or, Ate Marie, nandito na ako. Ate Marie, I'm here now. From our examples, notice how we used it before the person's name. That's the pattern. Kuya plus name or ate plus name like Kuya Peter and Ate Marie. Pro tip, when you're not sure if someone is older than you, use ate or kuya anyway. Better to show respect than to accidentally offend someone. Filipinos won't correct you. They'll just appreciate the gesture. Now, let's move on up the family tree to the parental generation. Tatay or itay and nanay or inay. Tatay or itay means father. Nanay and inay mean mother. You use them to address your parents. However, they are also honorific names we use to address any older person who are about the same age as your parents. The interesting part is that we use them to older people not related to us. Say you're hiking a provincial road and you needed direction. You came across an old man, roughly the age of your dad. You approach and you can say, Tatay, saan po ang bayan ng San Juan? Tatay, where is the town of San Juan? After getting direction, you can now say, Salamat po, itay. Thank you, itay. Or you are outside the church and you see an old lady who is roughly the same age as your mom. You approach and you can say, Nanay, magkano po sa bulaklak? Nanay, how much for the flower? After purchasing, you can say, Heto po, inay, ang bayad ko. Here, inay, my payment. Notice that I added the honorific po in those examples. Why? That's because tatay, itay, nanay, and inay automatically get po. They're older, they deserve double respect. Interesting, no? Now, if we Filipinos address strangers like we would address our moms and dads, we also address other people like our uncles and aunts. Enter tito and tita. Tito means uncle and tita means aunt. But just like tatay and nanay, these aren't limited to blood relatives. You can use tito and tita for your actual uncles and aunts, older adults you want to show respect to, especially those roughly your parents' age, or family friends who you've known since childhood. For example, you can say to your mom's friend, Tita Linda, kumain ka na ba? Tita Linda, have you eaten? Or Tito June, salamat po sa regalo. Tito June, thank you for the gift. Or, nandito po si Tita Marie. Tita Marie is here. Since they're older, we still use the honorific po. Take note also that in Filipino culture, it is actually considered rude to call an adult by their first name alone. If they're significantly older than you wouldn't say Linda to your mom's friend. You'd say Tita Linda. That small word makes all the difference. Moving even higher up the respect ladder, we have lolo and lola, grandfather and grandmother. These are used for your actual grandparents, practically anyone of grandparent age. For example, you see an elderly woman having difficulty carrying a grocery bag. You can say, Lola, tutulungan ko po kayo. Lola, I will help you. Or you see an elderly man trying to reach for his luggage from the conveyor belt at an airport, you can say, Lolo, ako na po. Lolo, let me do it. Filipino children are taught from a young age to call elderly neighbors Lolo or Lola, even if they're not related. It creates a sense of extended family in the community. Everyone's a Lolo or Lola to someone. And of course, you always use po with Lolo and Lola. Always. If you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit the like button because that will help this channel a lot. Ayos? Moving on, let's talk about something uniquely Filipino. We have Manong and Manang. These are regional honorifics more common in Ilocano-speaking areas of northern Philippines. But you'll hear them a lot in Manila and other places too. Manong is older brother or older male, while Manang means older sister or older female. They're similar to Kuya and Ate, but with a more provincial, humble feel to them. You'll often hear them used with public utility drivers, market vendors, street vendors, or workers in the informal settings. For example, you can ask an older man, Manong, saan po ang palengke? Manong, where is the market? At the market, you can ask, Manang, magkano po ang isda? Manang, how much is the fish? Using Manong or Manang shows you're down to earth. It creates an instant rapport with everyday Filipinos. Let's not forget the godparent honorifics, Ninong and Ninang. Ninong is godfather and Ninang is godmother. In Filipino culture, godparents are a big deal. They're chosen carefully and have lifelong responsibility to their godchildren. So these titles carry weight. You can thank your Ninong after getting your Christmas gift. You can say, Ninong, salamat po sa regalo. Ninong, thank you for the gift. Or when you visit your Ninang, you can call out and say, Ninang Grace, narito na po kami. Ninang Grace, we're here. Now, you might want to ask, what if I get it wrong? What if I call someone ate when they're actually younger? Well, not to worry. They understand you're learning. Most will be flattered that you're trying to use their cultural terms. Worst case, they'll laugh and say, mas bata pa ako sa'yo. I'm younger than you. And you'll both move on. The bigger mistake is not using any honorific at all. That can be seen as cold and disrespectful, especially with elders. And lastly, take these tips as your golden rule. 1. When in doubt, use a respectful honorific. 2. Always add po with tito, tita, lolo, itay, inay, etc. 3. Use honorifics plus name for clarity. And 4. Better be respectful than not at all. Remember, Filipinos will appreciate your effort even if you make a mistake. Filipino honorifics aren't just titles, they're a way of seeing the world. They acknowledge age, relationship, and respect in every interaction. They turn strangers into family and shows that in Filipino culture, nobody is just you. Everyone has a place a title, a role. Master these honorifics and you won't just speak Tagalog better. You'll connect better. You'll show Filipinos that you see them, you respect them, and you understand what matters in their culture. Alright? Now, in the next video, I will talk about the Filipino family structure. Be sure to catch that. Maraming salamat po at hanggang sa susunod.